better than Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd is the best fighter in his era, and I feel like I'm the best fighter.
It's hard. Crawford's very strong like I am. He has all the same long arms. Like I said, southpaw right-handed, and he's coming to get you. He don't care about the Philly defense style, whatever style he don't care about that. He's trying to get you.
Floyd Mayweather is turning up the heat as he was seen pulling up on Terence Crawford. He's now publicly demanding a fight in 2026. Mayweather, who hasn't stepped into a professional ring since 2017, has just walked into the arena of public attention once again. This time, challenging Crawford and declaring his claim for one last mega fight. The moment he did, the boxing world lit up. Pundits, fans, everyone's talking. 2 generations, 2 legacies, now heading straight toward each other for what could become one of the most unforgettable showdowns in boxing history.
Oh, yeah, so if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking.
Man.
Because Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm going to always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
Terence Crawford didn't hold back when asked to compare himself to Floyd Mayweather. He shut it down right away, saying, "Floyd was the greatest of his era. I'm the greatest of mine. There's no reason to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me." After completely dismantling Canelo in dominant fashion, Crawford made one thing clear. His journey, his legacy, they deserve to shine on their own. He's not walking in Mayweather's shadow. He's building his own.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
Now,
While many analysts argue over who's better, Crawford believes those comparisons only take away from what makes each fighter's story special. His words carry respect for Mayweather, but he's firm about one thing. He doesn't want history to measure him by someone else's yardstick. He wants to be remembered for his own fight, his own path, his own legacy.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever, keep it real, boss. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting.
Yeah.
I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Crawford, now 42, has conquered the sport like few ever have, becoming undisputed in multiple weight classes and rising through divisions to defeat champion after champion. He's carved his legacy with flawless defense, sharp power, and unmatched ring IQ. Mayweather may have ruled his time, but Crawford's dominance, his performances, and his sheer control in the ring now demand the world to look closer and compare.
One of the greatest. He's done shit that Floyd Mayweather ain't done.
Like what?
Like what?
Audience that don't know.
He is a two-time undisputed champion. Floyd wasn't a one-time undisputed champion. So he has all the belts in one division and then moved up and got all the belts in another division. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of boxing.
Yes, and he beat the man.
And he beat the man. Let's give Terence Crawford his flowers because everything he said he was going to do,
He done it.
he did.
Meanwhile, Mayweather walked away from the sport undefeated at 50, leaving behind one of the cleanest records boxing has ever seen. He took down champions across 5 weight divisions, proving he could adapt to anyone, any style. His defense? Nearly untouchable. He shut down power punchers and outsmarted technical masters with the same ease. Every fight felt like chess. His timing razor sharp, his footwork precise, His counters calculated to perfection.
Mayweather stopped Conor McGregor in the 10th round to improve to 50-0 in what he says will be his final fight. I actually believe him this time, Max. What's his legacy?
Well, he's one of the great pure boxers who ever lived. He is never cheated himself. He always was in condition. He had no off nights. That's why he won every fight. It's one of the reasons. Not because he's one of the best to ever do it, and because he was always prepared over a very long amateur and pro career. Amazing. Another reason is he carefully selected opponents, knew when and where and when and who to fight, and basically changed the paradigm in boxing. I'll translate. He flipped the script.
I feel like everybody tries to put Bud, say he's this Hall of Fame fighter, and which he is, but only because of the two-time undisputed. Floyd never won undisputed. But how great is that accomplishment if your resume is weak? Yeah, you won undisputed, but look at the guys you fought and look how you got to that undisputed status. If the shoe was on the other foot, if Bud did all of the heavy lifting and took 3 belts from 3 champions and then went and took Earl's 1 belt, he didn't do no heavy lifting for that second undisputed title. None at all. He beat who was that, Joe Horn? Who's that guy he beat for that 1 belt, the WBO belt?
Jeff Horn.
After taking a unanimous decision loss to Crawford, Canelo didn't hold back. At the post-fight press conference, the Mexican superstar admitted he gave it everything, trained harder than ever, built strategies, searched for answers, but still couldn't solve the puzzle Crawford brought into that ring. With honesty and respect, Canelo called it like it was. Crawford's skill set is complete. He has everything.
And compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, Crawford's longtime trainer, hasn't been shy about his stance. He truly believes Terence is better than Mayweather. After Crawford's dominant win over Canelo, becoming undisputed in 3 weight classes, Bomac drew bold comparisons between the two legends. Responding to Canelo's praise, he doubled down, saying Crawford isn't just great, he's way ahead of where Mayweather was in his prime. To Bomac, it's simple. Crawford's all-around game, his defense, adaptability, and fight IQ has pushed him beyond even the heights Floyd once reached.
For the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to his coaches, not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists, everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course he is.
Shane "Sugar" Mosley recently spoke out, saying Crawford holds the edge over Mayweather. He praised Crawford as the more complete fighter, pointing to his size, his longer reach, and his rare ability to switch seamlessly between orthodox and southpaw. Mosley made it clear that Mayweather is one of the greats, no question, but in a head-to-head fantasy matchup, he believes Crawford's versatility, power, and unpredictability would tip the scales in his favor.
Who think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. Like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Bob Arum, the legendary promoter who's worked with both Mayweather and Crawford, didn't hold back. He believes Crawford would beat Mayweather in his prime. Arum points straight to Crawford's rare gift, true ambidexterity. He can fight equally well from orthodox or southpaw, switching mid-fight without missing a beat. That, Arum says, makes him a nightmare to prepare for, because opponents train for one version of Crawford, and then suddenly the angles change. He's seen Crawford adjust, adapt, and dominate across multiple weight classes, outthinking every style thrown his way. And in Arum's eyes, that blend of versatility, defense, and intelligence would give Crawford the edge, not just against a prime Mayweather, but even against Canelo himself.
Crawford in that fight.
Why is that?
I think Crawford is the better talent. I think he's a better athlete and a better boxer. And I just think he's going to win that fight. But it's a terrific fight.
Did something change your mind along the way? Did you have Canelo previously and reassessed
No, we never
it?
had Canelo.
No, I meant Canelo winning the fight in a percent. And did you change your mind? Or you always thought Crawford would win?
No, I never even considered it until it became a likelihood that the fight would happen. And once it was announced, I felt that Crawford would win. As a matter of fact, Terence came over to me after a fight that we did, I think with Keyshawn Davis, and I told him, I said, it's a great fight for you. You're going to win that fight.
Why don't you think the weight will slow down his legs, not allow him to...
Because I don't think he's going to put on that kind of weight. Also, I think that Crawford has a rare ability of being ambidextrous and switching from a southpaw to orthodox as the fight goes on, and that's going to befuddle.
Oscar de la Hoya didn't stay silent. He fired back at the talk that Crawford might be better than Mayweather. According to him, Floyd still holds the edge, both technically and historically. De la Hoya reminded everyone that when Mayweather faced Canelo, he practically toyed with him, barely getting touched the entire fight. In his words, Mayweather was the ultimate defensive genius. Smart, precise, surgical, while Crawford leans more toward a boxer-fighter style. And though he fully respects what Crawford has achieved, De La Hoya stands firm. In a battle of their primes, Mayweather's technical mastery would be the deciding factor.
Canelo after the fight said that Crawford was way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who would win in a fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford.
Andre Ward, the undefeated champion turned boxing analyst, has called it plainly. Crawford is the most skilled fighter in the game right now. Ward praised his ring IQ, adaptability, and flawless defense, saying that when Crawford steps into the ring, his timing, movement, and mid-fight adjustments make him almost impossible to beat. In Ward's words, Crawford is the kind of fighter you could bet your house on, no matter who stands across from him. He believes Crawford's been quietly ruling the sport for years, and that the world is only just beginning to give his technical brilliance the respect it deserves.
The most skilled fighter today.
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots.
Boots is
Jerron
my
Ennis.
favorite.
It's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, like, I can bet the house on is Bud. Because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing. About basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So, skillful, yes. But this and this,
yeah,
it's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talk it. But until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying a guy, you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know what you have.
Roy Jones Jr. gave Crawford his flowers, praising his adaptability and sharp ring IQ. He highlighted how Crawford can adjust on the fly, switching tactics mid-fight, adapting to every opponent, and making even the toughest challengers look out of their depth. Jones admitted that Crawford didn't always have the big-name rivals early on, but now, with his recent elite performances, he's carving out a legacy that's impossible to ignore. Still, Jones reminds us that greatness isn't just about numbers. It's about timing, risk, and how long you can stay at the top. A record like 50 wins shows mastery and consistency, he says, but it doesn't always define who's truly supreme in every sense of the sport.
Probably in your top 10, maybe even your top 5.
Where do you rank Terence, in your opinion?
I put him in the top 15, maybe the top 10, because he definitely has the skill of a top 5. Just that he hasn't had the opposition that some guys were able to get, and that's not his fault. He just made one of the best fighters in his weight class look like nobody. That's pretty damn good. Now he proved what we already thought. We just didn't see him against the best opposition near his weight class. See, this is the thing people don't understand. This is what I like about Bud. He reminds me of Roy. We ain't got to have the best opposition in our weight class. We want the best opposition near our weight class.
There's been discussion that maybe Crawford and Inoue are going back and forth tussling for like pound for pound. That maybe Inoue because of the multiple weight divisions. You're shaking your head no. Tell me why no.
Because Inoue also, when he first moved up, he lost to Donaire. Don't forget that. Bud ain't lost nobody. Moving up or down, he moved up 3 times. He lost nobody. Don't tell me he better than Bud. No.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5.
10.
He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought him? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further.
He fought Cotto.
Cotto was
Manny
not on his
Pacquiao,
level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto is not an all-time great in the boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great.
I
All
agree. right,
so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them biggest, best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is I'm not going to say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not going to say who would have beat Floyd, like I said. I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
Max Kellerman has shared a thoughtful perspective on the Crawford versus Mayweather debate. He acknowledges Mayweather's deeper resume, his lightning speed, airtight defense, and dominance over elite opponents. But Kellerman also highlights something that sets Crawford apart, his fearlessness. Time and again, Crawford has stepped up to every challenge, never dodging the dangerous fights. He's faced whoever stood in front of him. In contrast, Kellerman notes, Mayweather was more selective with some of his matchups, and that, he says, is what shapes how fans see Crawford's legacy today. A fighter who never ran from risk, no matter how high the stakes.
Wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, then I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Yes.
That makes a difference to people.
Kellerman also stirred debate by claiming that under his definition, only Pacquiao and Crawford qualify as true 4-division champions, leaving Mayweather out of that exclusive club. He explained that to truly count, a title should be a Ring Magazine or lineal championship, not just any sanctioned belt. By that measure, Kellerman said, Mayweather's win over Canelo at junior middleweight doesn't make the cut.
No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing.
Fans are buzzing with anticipation. Some believe Crawford, fresh off his massive win over Canelo, would overpower Mayweather with his youth, strength, and unmatched versatility. Others argue that Mayweather's legendary defense, experience, and ring IQ would still make him an unstoppable force, even in a comeback. To many, this isn't just a fight, it's a spectacle. A collision of eras that sparks endless debate. And right now, social media is on fire, filled with predictions, memes, and heated arguments about who would truly come out on top.
There you go. Now Floyd Mayweather is saying that there are discussions about him returning for another professional bout. Word on the street is Floyd could be getting paid $250 million. And they're saying the opponent, we're going to be shocked at who it is. Now, let me tell you something. When I started hearing all that, you're going to be shocked. And there are discussions. It sounds like a little bit of taking it to the stupid. But I do believe that taking it to the truth when it comes to Floyd Mayweather returning to the ring for $250 million. That man ain't never seen a dollar that he didn't like. So $250 million, I'm sure they could get him back in the ring to risk that undefeated record. But the thing is, against who? I sure as hell doubt it's Terence Crawford. I don't know, maybe it's Manny Pacquiao.
So what do you think? Would Mayweather really stand a chance against Crawford in 2026? Or has time finally caught up with the legend? Let me know your take in the comments below.